Most people believe that working harder will make them rich. Work more hours, make more money, build a better life. Sounds logical, right? It's what we've been told since we were kids. Study hard, get a job, work hard, and everything will fall into place. But here's the truth that nobody tells you. Working hard is exactly why most people stay poor. Not because hard work is wrong, but because it's incomplete. And if you don't understand what's missing, you can spend your entire life doing the right things in the wrong system. If you stay with me until the end of this video, you're going to completely rewire the way you think about money, income, and how wealth is actually created in the real world. Before we go deeper, if you want to understand money, business, and psychology at a level that most people never reach, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications, because this is not motivation, this is transformation. Let's start with the first principle that keeps people stuck without them even realizing it. Most people are trading time for money. You go to work, you sell your time, and you get paid. That's the model. It feels safe, predictable, and controlled. But the hidden problem is that time is the only resource you cannot scale. You only have 24 hours in a day, and once those hours are gone, they're gone forever. So if your income depends directly on your time, your income has a hard limit built into it from the beginning. This is not about effort. This is about structure. You can become more efficient, you can work faster, you can even increase your hourly rate, but you are still inside a system that caps your growth. Now let me show you something that most people never stop to calculate. Imagine you double your income by working more hours. At first, it feels like progress. But what did you actually do? You traded more life for more money. You didn't create freedom, you increased dependency. You built a system where your lifestyle now depends on maintaining that level of effort forever. That's not growth, that's a more expensive version of the same problem. And here I want to ask you something. Do you really think working more hours is the solution? Or have you just never been shown another way? Write it in the comments. I'm curious to see how you think about this. Now compare that to someone who understands leverage. This person focuses less on effort and more on output. Instead of asking, how can I work more? They ask, how can I make this work without me? That shift changes everything. Because now you're not just earning, you're building. You're creating something that can operate independently from your time. And over time, independence is what turns income into wealth. Think about a simple example. One person works 10 hours a day and earns $100. Another person spends time building a system, maybe a digital product, maybe content, maybe a small business process. At the beginning, it looks slower. It looks like less money. But then something happens. That system starts producing results on its own. One sale becomes 2, 2 becomes 10, 10 becomes 100. And now the second person is no longer tied to hours. They are tied to systems. And systems scale. Time does not. If this is already changing the way you think, take a second, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. Because understanding this is one of the biggest shifts you can make in your life. This is why effort alone is not enough. Effort without direction just keeps you busy. Effort with leverage builds your future. And most people never make this transition because they are trapped inside what I call the survival loop. You work, you earn, you spend, and you repeat. Every month resets the game. There is no accumulation, no compounding, no momentum. And the worst part is that this loop feels normal because society is built around it. You are rewarded for being busy, not for being effective. You are praised for working hard, not for building smart. Now let's go deeper into the real mechanism behind wealth. Leverage. Leverage is not just a concept, it's a multiplier. It allows you to produce more results without increasing your effort at the same rate. And there are only a few real forms of leverage in the modern world. You can use other people's time, you can use technology, you can use capital, or you can use content. This is how modern wealth is built, not by working harder, but by building systems that work for you. But here's the part most people ignore. Leverage requires patience. It requires you to work today for results that might come later. And most people are addicted to immediate results. They want to see money now, so they stay stuck doing things that pay instantly but never grow. And I want to know your opinion on this. Do you prefer immediate money or long-term freedom? Be honest and write it in the comments because this choice alone determines your future. Now let's talk about something even deeper. The difference between income and wealth. Income is what you earn. Wealth is what you keep and grow. Income is active. Wealth is cumulative. Income stops when you stop. Wealth continues when you don't. And if you don't understand this distinction, you can earn a lot of money and still be financially fragile. Here's something that might change your perspective forever. You don't get paid for your time. You don't even get paid for your effort. You get paid for the value you create in the marketplace. Value is determined by demand, by impact, and by scalability. If what you do cannot scale, your income cannot scale. It's that simple. And this leads to one of the biggest hidden mistakes people make. They focus on being busy instead of being valuable. They optimize their schedule instead of optimizing their output. They try to manage time instead of multiplying results. And that's why they feel stuck even when they're working all day. Now let's go even more practical. Look at your current life. Where is your time going? How much of what you do today is building something that will still pay you in 1 year, in 3 years, in 5 years? Because if the answer is close to zero, then you are not building wealth, you are maintaining income. Now we shift into execution. If you want to change your financial trajectory, you need a clear framework. First, learn a high-value skill, not something easy, something valuable. Sales, marketing, communication, content creation, systems thinking, skills that are directly connected to money flow. Second, create something scalable. It could be a service that you productize, content that generates leads, or a system that runs without you. Third, reinvest. This is where most people fail. They upgrade their lifestyle instead of upgrading their assets. And fourth, build assets that produce consistently over time. Assets are what separate temporary success from long-term stability. If you've made it this far, it means you're serious about improving your situation. So take a second, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell. Because very few people actually apply this kind of knowledge consistently. And here's something most people don't want to hear. This requires patience. It requires discipline. It requires you to think long-term in a world that rewards short-term behavior. But this is exactly why it works, because most people won't do it. So here's the truth. Working hard is not enough. If you don't understand leverage, value, and systems, you will always trade your life for income. But once you understand these principles, everything changes. You stop chasing money and start building engines that produce it. You stop reacting and start designing your life. If you got value from this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. This channel is about one thing, helping you build real income and real freedom. And now I want to leave you with one final question. What is the first step you're actually going to take after watching this video? Write it in the comments, because clarity without action changes nothing.